What's going on, guys? What's going on? This Miami traffic is no joke. And I was like, you know what? I haven't really kind of gone live, and it's probably not the best time to go live, but I'm literally in bumper to bumper. Uh, I got, I just got. It's a crazy story. So you guys know when Joe ended up losing his engine on the shrimp boat. They vandalized his engine, and then he was like, damn, I'm done, yada yada. And then I offered him the 250 HPDI that I had on La Bestia, which is my rib boat, which is a Nova Jolly, right? And I wasn't using it, so I've been busy. I said, you know what, Joe, if you want, just we'll pull the engine, you use that, you get the season going. Then Joe's like, bro, you're not going to use this anyways. Just let me buy the engine for you. So he used it. A couple weeks later, the engine blew up. Gone. I mean, and it had great compression and all that stuff, because we actually did a video of when he did compression and he got it and all that stuff, when he actually wanted to buy it. So fast forward, well, the engine ended up getting messed up. Joe thinks it was vandalized. First I was like, yo, this is not normal, right? But then I started seeing stuff when I was around Joe that there's people that are actively just go on and hate on Joe. Long story short, he rebuilt this engine. And I know he doesn't like to say this or want me to say this because he hasn't really put it on his boat yet. But he bought a brand new engine from Reliable Marine. So he told me basically, come pick up your chit. And then he's like, hey, why don't you just put it back on the boat? It's been rebuilt. So I'm not gonna go there. There's red light cameras all over. You gotta be in between. So right now I'm pulling the 250 HPDI. I'm gonna take it to, who am I gonna take it to? I'm gonna take it to Danny from K&J. I'm gonna have Danny from K&J look at it, see what's going down. Just kind of let him go through. What's up, Teresa? I'm on a red light, guys. Dwayne, what's up, guys? John. So the question is, do I slap it right back on my Nova Jolly, the big one, because I actually sold the little one, the 18-footer, to somebody in California. So I don't know. I mean, he had to rebuild. It was fine when I had it, but I don't know if the shrimping was just too much for that engine, or I mean, there's a lot of torque that's involved in that shrimping stuff. So. You delivered that, didn't you? Yes, I delivered the one to California. So I was the first person to have Nova Jollies down here in the States. Well, not technically. Well, the two first boats, I ended up having them. I found out that they were here, and I got my hands on one, on the smaller one. And then when I had the smaller one, people that knew about rib boats were like, yo, there's a badass 20-foot Nova Jolly, and it's got like this history of just hauling ass going to and from the Miami to Bimini. And there was a guy that was a diver by the name of Bebin. That's what they told me. I never talked to him, so I can't verify that. But he was the guy who used to dive, like free dive, like deep depths, and that was his boat at one point. Long story short, I see the boat on a Craigslist or OfferUp. I think it was Craigslist, and I was like, yo, that's the other Nova Jolly, and I ended up buying it. I retubed it, and it had that 250 on it, which I thought it was way too much. But then when I rode it, I was like, damn, they dialed this thing in like good. Like they dialed it in real good for that boat. So long story short, that's where I'm at now. I and you know, I'm thinking about doing some more stuff on the water. I've just been so busy and I've traveled so much that I've actually haven't done a lot of the cool stuff that you guys like for me to do, and it's just because I haven't had enough time. And I've been doing other cool stuff and crazy stuff, and just kind of like growing the channel a little bit, to give you guys fresh content. Like I thought it was exciting to show the other boat shows around the world. So what's going on, Salty, Tracy? So yeah. So for those of you guys that are like old OGs, I actually started my channel doing a series called Rib Fishing, and bro, I left my hooks. I left my hooks hardcore. I'm hating life right now. So I did a series called Rib Fishing on my channel. You know, I like to do series. A lot of you guys fell into the Sunk Verado series and the Chicho series, and those are different series. The rib fishing series, it was a lot of fun for me, because I was on a rib boat and I was trying to prove that you can fish off of a rib boat, and you can do a lot. You can do a lot of damage when it comes to fishing it. So that's what I did. And it's just one of those series that I want to kind of bring back a little bit. I still have the grandpa boat. I know a lot of people are asking about the grandpa boat. I haven't even gotten to it, and in between everything else, I don't see myself getting into it, like at least until maybe March of next year, because that's when I would probably use it. Right, the boat ramps are kind of slow. Like a lot of the content that you're seeing is kind of like stuff that I've either been filmed from before. I was there recently, and there was a couple accidents there, but it's just really slow right now. It is polished. Yes, David, I did polish the both tunes. I actually polished both of them. It was a bitch too. Oof. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Well, Scooter Crew. Oh, and I was looking at some of my messages. Some people were like, dude, I missed that you were doing walking tours. And I was like, damn. Like there was a lot of things that we did, but what happens is every time I veer away, like the channel has been so dependent on Chicho that whenever I do anything that's not Chicho related, YouTube puts the hammer on me. Boom. And then you guys never get any recommendations. Some of you guys are even getting unsubscribed. I'm getting a lot of people telling me that too. Which, whatever, it is what it is. It's YouTube. So if the algorithm is not gonna push things that I think are cool, either I have to do a whole separate channel and tell you guys to go see it there, which I have. I actually opened up a couple of different channels that are gonna be geared to just specific stuff, only because it's the only way it's gonna get some type of traction view wise, right? But yeah, so and that's what I would tell you if you're a creator. Just stick within the niche and try not to deviate so much, because once YouTube or that audience, and essentially it's the audience, right? Like if you guys don't see like the background at Black Point, they're like, oh, I don't want to see it, it's not funny. And on the contrary, it might be funny as hell. I think that walking tour that I did at the boat show the other day, and I basically tried a guy that was like swole as hell, and I challenged him to an arm wrestling match. I thought that was gold. I mean, just seeing his response was like, for me, I thought it was a funny moment. So yeah, hopefully everything good is going on with this engine, and I'll just put it right back. And I want to hit the water more. I want to start fishing more and doing a little bit more on the water. And like, for instance, I was talking to Pedro the other day from the Pescateria, and he's actually killing it when it comes to stone crab. So if you haven't seen some of his stuff, you want to check it out. Abel's out there too. He's doing the whole lobster bit too. I can't rejoin, card won't be accepted, declined, but I was able to do a super chat with it today. What are you talking about, David? About members? He uses the wrong oil. Um, I don't know. Two-stroke is two-stroke. Hopefully, I'll be turning soon. I'll have that sun to my back. Um, it's good to hang out. You know, I used to come out a little bit more on lives, especially when I would smoke a cigar and stuff outside in the backyard. And we'll do a little bit more of that now that it's a lot has kind of like, I already took care of a lot of stuff, right? I got everything kind of dialed in already with the cruise, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, I'm still doing it, but I don't have to worry about all the things that I needed to accomplish first. We're going to do some pretty cool stuff too, so you guys know. I want to give you guys the Alfred Montaner experience, right? So I'm talking to some manufacturers and some boat dealers, and we're going to try to get on a boat. Those that want to get on a boat, but we're gonna haul ass on one of the boats out there, and maybe it might be more than one boat, you know. So I'm talking to people actively. So what we'll do is we'll jump off the cruise. People that want to go visit Key West, you visit Key West, but there's going to be other events that we're going to be doing, and one of them is I want to put you guys on a badass boat and go 90 miles an hour, so you feel what I feel when I'm holding that gimbal. So, yeah, there's a lot of waivers and stuff that have to happen and all that stuff, but I'm sure they'll be fine with it. So, obviously, that's subject to change, but I'm actively reaching out. So, the timing will be in February, so the weather should be nice. The only challenge that I'm having, and a lot of people want to do it, the problem that we're having is a lot of the manufacturers are going to be at the show itself on the 16th. The way I wanted to set it up was finish the show the same day of the show finishing. We throw a party for the members that are going to go on the cruise, and then we go on the cruise. The problem is that not the same day, but the following day is when we arrive in Key West. So they have a short window to get to Key West, so we can do that stuff. But imagine going 90 miles an hour on a badass boat. And there's a couple that I have in mind that, so yeah, things like that. I want to do crazy things like that. I'm going to talk to some people for snorkeling over there in the Bahamas that want to do that, and maybe even some deep sea fishing if we have time, right? So you know, I got friends that go there all the time. They got numbers, they got spots, and it's just some logistics things. But yeah, the whole thing I want to do is just have a good time. You know, more importantly, have a good time. That's my way of saying to everybody, hey, listen, I really appreciate you guys. And there are a lot of creators going. And some haven't wanted to say, and you know, that's fine. And I'm cool with that. The actual show was awesome too. The boat show in Fort Lauderdale, that was a cool show. A lot of good feedback. A lot of people bought boats as of late. So just so you guys know the sentiment, what's going on, okay? People sold boats. There was a lot of manufacturers that did do very, very well. There was one manufacturer that I talked to that said that it was the best boat show they've ever done. Okay, so think about that. The best boat show they've ever done, like money-wise. So people were anticipating the result of the election. This is just my thinking, and they were front-running all those decisions, saying, we're gonna get our hands on what we want right now, so we can have it, and then next year comes around, everybody feels better, economy starts getting a little bit better, and then everybody goes and parties and does everything they want to do. Because they can do it, because they have it. Because if you have to wait for a boat, because there's none available, and I'll tell you, they've a lot of these manufacturers have cut back considerably, because there was a couple months that they had to slow things down. It was a crawl. But this show actually was very good, and so was Annapolis. So as of late, myself, you know, I do the whole restoration of the rib boats, and I really don't post a lot of that because it just gets us more and more busy. But I've gotten, like, within the last 2 days, 10, 12, 15 calls, like, just people, hey, I'm ready to do a retube, I'm ready to, so people just from 1 minute from stopping completely, they just, I don't know if they're cashing out their Bitcoin, cashing out a little bit of those stock market gains. I don't know, but they're all moving together. People, the sentiment has definitely shifted completely. I talked to Ruben from Reliable yesterday. You guys know that Reliable is a cruise sponsor, and he's like, yo, I'm running out of discounted motors, because they gave him a lot of discounted motors to Suzuki. Reliable Marine, for those that don't know, there's a great video of Ruben on there, and that's why Joe bought an engine. I told Joe, I was like, Joe, bro, you're gonna get a brand new engine. You'll get it so discounted, and you got a 7-year warranty until the 31st. So think about that. 7-year warranty on a Suzuki Outboard that doesn't break regardless. I was like, bro, it doesn't make sense. So he jumped on it because he got a deal and a half, and so did a lot of people. There's still some deals there. There's a couple deals that were just like, it was just like, give me your engine, like one of those. And but now, eventually, when those discounted motors go and that 31st ends, the 31st on Suzuki ends, that 7-year warranty, a lot of people are going to jump on stuff, and they're not going to have they're not going to get the pricing, one, and two, they're not going to go ahead and get the 7-year warranty. With 7-year warranty, for you to actually need any actual service, coming out of your pocket in 7 years, you're gonna have like pain-free problems. And I'll tell you, I'm glad that they're doing that. I hope other manufacturers of outboards try to compete with that, because that is hard to beat unless you come up with something. And it's already a reliable engine. They're standing by their product. So somebody says I'm their real father, but he won't answer my calls. All right. JD, I apologize. I'll call you tomorrow. Yes. So yeah. So if you guys just jumped in, guys, I got the HPDI, the 250 Yamaha, which hauls ass. Okay, that motor hauls ass and makes my 20-foot Nova Jolly just, bro, it's a lot. And I like it because it I get to where I want to go fast, right? And it's not so it doesn't kill my pocket when it comes to fuel, right? Salty, that is breaking news. DH and JD, both, they're twins, just so you guys know, and I'm their father. I'm their online father. I think I was aiming for the screen and I hit the keyboard. Sorry. It happens, guys. It happens. Oh my goodness, this place. Oh shoot. So yeah, I'm in traffic. I'm gonna be in traffic for a while. Get to you guys might see, I don't know, depends on what happens here, how long I'll get to go see Danny from K&J. He's got some stuff going on as well over there now. Hopefully I make it before he leaves. He told me it was going to be until like closer to 5:30. But this traffic is just horrendous, dude. This is terrible. We definitely got 2 podcasts that I really enjoyed. I'm actually going to go ahead and do more of those podcasts. I don't know if I'm going to put them on this channel, though. I'm going to have to kind of like start separating things and putting it on different channels, right? And I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave this channel as Chit Show, and that's it. It's too confusing for the algorithm, and it sucks that YouTube works that way, because it won't feed any of the other content to you guys. So yeah, I'll probably have like multiple channels. I don't know. Mr. How's the family? Actually, Teresa, my wife is doing really, really good. She was kind of shocked about how many people went to go visit the Chit Chat over there, and how many people really like the show, right? So that surprised her. She was actually calling me. She was like, "Hey, you need to stop filming." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Because there's a bunch of people here that want to meet you." And I wanted to meet everybody, but I also had to help, right, and do what I got to do to show the show. Actually, big shout out to Salty and Bryce. They were there hanging out in the Chit Chat. They were loving it too. That was kind of cool having them there help out. And Bryce even did I guess some rendering of the shed inside so he can put it on his Roblox game, which was awesome. He's such a talented kid. Kids, the kids are the kids. They're having a good time. Alyssa went ahead and some experiment that she had to do, some project today, and basically they had to like make a hollow box and see how much weight it can hold, and based on the weight that the actual. So she sent me a video earlier that she got an A because it held so much what she created with obviously her group, that they actually had to put a bucket and put water in the bucket to make it heavy enough to actually get the box. And I don't know, she loves engineering, so I was excited to see that. Make sure you subscribe. Yes, guys, it's cool. I mean, listen, I don't really go online like this as much. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot. I'm actually going to be putting like Roland was asking me, Roland from Seven Seas, the person who's actually doing the cruise. He's asking me, he goes, Alfred, there's so many people that come on this site to see the information about this cruise, but I don't know what's stopping certain people, right, to either the website or what's stopping them from going on the actual cruise. And I told him, listen, I did it short notice. I told him, I said, listen, this is something that I only gave people 6 months to prepare, right? But I wanted to do a cruise in 2025 because I thought it would be really, really awesome to do certain events at that year, right? Like this year was my travel year, and I'll still be doing some traveling next year as well, but I hope it's not as much as I did this year. And I enjoyed everything I did traveling, but listen, I'm traveled out. Like my wife, at the end on the 31st, she gets a luggage with my daughter on the 31st when it's about to hit 12, and they run around the block with a suitcase, and that's supposedly good luck for them to travel. And they did that this year, and this year I'm locking up all the luggages. Every luggage in my house, I'm getting rid of them all. So they ain't doing that shit with me. Don't forget to take Fred on the cruise. We wouldn't want to upset him. Guys, listen, I can't tell you that Fred won't be on there. And I'm excited to just hang out. Like we were hanging out at the show, right? Me, Andy Jones from the Menorcan Mullet, Derek from the Food Boat. Salty, they didn't go afterwards where we went because we were just, imagine, it was crazy busy. But it was nice having us all together, having dinner, and people just conversating and just laughing and shooting the shit. It was cool. And in that case, when we were doing that, we still had, me and Jaima had to do a whole hour drive back, right? But it was nice to have my wife there, my kids there some of the nights, and then just go back to your room, go hang out here, do this. Obviously we're going to do a bunch of events. I just think it's going to be different and fun, and what I'm most excited about is doing all those experiences for all the people that are going to go. You guys are so much fun to watch, everyone together. Yeah, it was cool. Listen, Teresa, we had a really good time. When am I doing the walking tours again? So, um, I'm down. Um, I got. You know what? What really got me excited with the walking tours again? When I was doing the Informa series, when I was on my scooter and I was holding the camera with my scooter, and I was actually, I got excited about that. And to be honest with you, since we've done the walking tours, when I did the walking tours, I kind of wanted to do it to highlight to the world that Miami was open. And we did. We showed the world Miami was open, and Florida was booming. And things have changed considerably, right? The bones are still the same, like the things are the same, but different places and different, Miami is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's badass. Yeah, I'm winterizing my boat. Listen, it is 88 degrees right now here in Miami. So we ain't winterizing anything. It has been very windy, a lot, like a lot of wind the last couple of weeks. So that's prevented a lot of people from being out on the water. The diehards are going to go and do what they do, but anybody that has half a brain is not going to be out on 30-mile-per-hour winds out there. SpaceX. It's 40 and raining here. Oh man, you guys are gonna love the beginning of the year, because I'm still filming at the boat ramp, and I'll be there this weekend hopefully. Well, not the whole time, because there's a thing called the pig roast bowl, and it's to support local police officers and first responders, and that's going to be happening this weekend. So I want to swing by and pass by and show my support to those guys as well. A lot of wind here in Daytona this week. When I was there, Salty, it's been a lot of what's this? Yeah. So yeah, it's been really windy, dude. It's been really, really windy. See what else is here. Andy Marak, I have your hat. I have it. I'm so now, I'm actually to the point that I don't have to do anything additional or special or have to deal with anybody in particular in that meeting. I've literally taken care of all my meetings. I'm going to go to the post office and I'm going to ship you your hat. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that this week if I don't ship out. And that was the hat that we actually got when we were live in Cannes, France, when the guy went ahead and used that. I don't know, you weren't there. Oh, look, there he is. I ain't looking at the mailbox. Ah, shoot. I know you were in here. I knew you were in here. It's coming next week. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sign that one. I'm going to sign. And you know what? I should have taken it to the show and had Andy and everybody sign that one. What up, Alfred? Watching from the Bahamas. Marcus, are you guys ready for us in the Bimini or what, bro? Why don't you go tell all your Bahamian friends that we're going to go ahead and party in the Bahamas? Go to the Bahamas. Go meet us over there in Bimini. We're going to go ahead and hang out. So February 17th to the 21st. That cruise is going to be badass. I'm actually going to go to the Bahamas before that cruise ends. I'm waiting for the deadline to close. When the deadline closes, I'm going to tell everybody what we're doing, right? Like on a like concrete level. Because more than anything, I want to get data on this cruise, and I want to know it's going to be badass for the people who, if you're going to go on this cruise, you will have a good time. All right, look what I'm saying. You're going to have a good time. I'm personally going to make sure you have a good time. You're going to do some crazy cool shit. All right, and I want to make sure you eat good. And the food and the stuff in the ship, that's already good. I picked a good ship. The Celebrity Silhouette, that's a great ship. The food is great. The entertainment's going to be great. But the stuff that we're going to do is going to be cool. So that's what I want to make sure is good. Oh yeah, we will be in Bimini. Listen, Marcus, we're going to be out there. I don't know. We might be catching some of your fish over there doing some fish fries. So wait for it. So what's Teresa saying about she would have said? I'm almost finished. Keep your mouth open, bro. What is Brian talking about? I'm lost. Joined. Oh, so yeah. There's gonna be a lot of cool things happening in the next couple weeks. You guys, don't spend all your money on what's that? Black Friday. Save it. You're gonna have some good deals. There's gonna be some good deals out there. I think there's a lot of good deals. And I'll tell you right now, if you're in the market for like a used boat, start looking at OfferUp or Craigslist and all those things, so that you can see exactly what people are pricing out there. Look at Andy. Stop it. Damn, now. And he put postage. I'm gonna sign it. It looks so good. Actually, it's right next to Adonis's one, because my wife did one for Adonis too, and Adonis hasn't even seen his. Andy really wants his hat. Hey, I at least want a picture so I can put it on the community tab to prove that you actually got the damn hat, Salty. Andy. Is Derek in here? Oh, there he goes. What's going on? Derek, listen, if it wasn't for Derek and Andy over there in the show, I would have lost my mind, guys. I first, listen, for me, it's 10 times easier to have everything shipped out than having like a retail location. For me, that's so unnecessary in the world that we live in. But I understand people want to physically see stuff. I get it. But I was like, I'm good. But yeah, they helped me out a lot. Like that first night, I was like, we got rained on. I was like, you know what? Bro, I'm never doing this again. One and done. But I'm glad that we did do what we did. Because to have my shed over there at the boat show, that was special. And I think people will remember that forever. Somebody voted for Fred. Guys, I voted for Fred too. A lot of people got mad. I had Kamala supporters that were mad at me that I voted for Fred, and I had Trump voters that got mad at me, but listen, I am with this country. What the country wanted, if they didn't want Fred the Croc to be president, then I get it. And Fred, he's in hiding. There's a smaller baby croc over there now too. So I don't know if it's a female or male or what's going on, but there is a smaller croc in there too. Yeah, it was special. It was, Derek, and I like I said, the people that were able to witness that and experience that was cool. For me, it was a nightmare because my studio was like literally a storage compartment. I still haven't recovered completely inside my studio. It's I would say like 75% done the way that I normally roll in it when I'm in there. So, dude, if I get a call from Danny and he's like, hey, I'm leaving, that would suck. But we'll see. If it's missing, it's in the couch. Yeah, I lost. Actually, I have it in here now, Derek. Yeah, I lost Derek's SSD card, which is basically a lot of the footage. And there's just too much footage. There's so much footage on there. All right, traffic is finally getting a little bit better, dude. Damn. The further south you get, the less traffic you'll notice. But Miami has grown so much, it's crazy. Hey, so have any of you guys been watching the podcast? I want your feedback on these podcasts. Like I filmed the podcast. The first one was with Lenny Moore, the owner of King of Diamonds. Super interesting guy. Super interesting. Hypnotherapist. I mean, bro, he was killing it when he was. I was actually talking to him yesterday. And you can't be recorded or mic'd up all the time. But I thought that the podcast that I did with him was crazy, informative, and it was super interesting. To me, it was. So I was just asking a lot of random questions. Imagine you own the biggest strip club in South Florida, and all of a sudden there's 500 women working for you, and you have to manage not just the women, not just the business, everything about it, and you have to systemize it. And this guy, people still love him. They still love him. They come over here and they call him. I was literally around him, and he's getting calls from celebrities. Hey, I'm going over. So he's got that energy drink, which I'm excited about too, right? Some sports and then some POOSIE. So why is Derek lucky? Fred is president of Black Point, yes. He is. He actually is more than that. We did have 2 accidents. I know that there's 2, and I always say things happen in 3s, especially when it comes to those accidents. So if you guys are out there on the water, be safe. Make sure you guys don't go, and be reckless out there. There's 2, and it happened last year too. And I try not to post a lot of the stuff of that, but it got kind of crazy. It looks like the last boat that crashed over there by Card Sound, it looked like it hooked because the boat rolled over and the T-top was gone. So yeah, and if you guys remember the Contender accident that was last year, that T-top was also, and they actually dragged it in the middle of the night. Well, it wasn't in the middle of the night. It was late. It was already getting late, late in the day. Yeah, a lot of people. Two major accidents, which, and to think there's not even a lot of boaters out there right now, and to have 2 major accidents back to back, and there's not even a lot of people out there. That's what hurts too, right? Actually, we're passing by a gym that I actually attend every now and then, and it's busy. It's 4 o'clock. It's busy. People are not even still working. Can you imagine if Joe gives me this engine back and he blew it up again? Oh man, that would be hilarious. Joe was filming me left and right. You got to check out Joe's shorts. He was like, he was trolling me hardcore. But he's like, get this shit out of here. Dude, I wanted to make it all the way over there with you guys. I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out until I make it all the way to Danny and see Danny and K&J over there? I don't know. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want. And guys, if you have any questions, this is kind of like a good time. I don't do this often. It could be anything. How bad are my hemorrhoids today? They're not that bad. You want to see? Wait for it. Wait for it. There's an option doing vertical like this that you can actually talk to someone at the same time, which I found interesting. I don't know how I can add somebody, but that was pretty cool. I don't know if I have to set it up that way, but yeah, it's pretty good. You can go live with somebody. I think there's a lot of copying when it comes to social media and TikTok, and Facebook follows these people and this and that. $2.89, guys. $2.89. That Florida gas. So wherever you're at right now, think about what you're paying in gas, and we're paying $2.89. Whether that's high, whether that's low, I don't know. Comment below. I would like $2 gas or less. Shit, I'd love 150 gas. I remember having an old school big Brougham Cadillac because I was weird like that in high school. It was I just thought I was like Al Capone at that time. But it was like $1.05, $1.12, you know? And when it would get more than $1, I'd be like, oh, this sucks. It wasn't a lot though, because you can afford it, even though you're a kid. So I thought that was interesting. Hold on. I am seeing. Can I get a check on the screen? Because I don't know if my screen just froze over. I'm not seeing any movement on this, and I don't know if I paused it. I don't know, just put the temperature or something. Damn, now I'm back in traffic, dude. This is terrible. Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted. What did I just press? Retouch on, retouch off, retouch. I don't know. I'm figuring this out. All right, guys. Well, listen up. I guess I lost the chat. What if I go like this? Hold on. No, but if I do that, I'm gonna lose all you guys. Damn, that sucks. Do I have my other phone? I don't have my other phone. All right, well, listen, I'll keep you guys updated what happened with this engine. I don't think Joe gave me a bad engine. I know he rebuilt it, and he spent a lot of money to rebuild it. He wanted it to be perfect. That's his livelihood. So big shout out to Fishman Joe for bringing back the Yamaha. I don't know. Should this be the Yamaha series? Should I actually get this painted and make it look fire and go through it? And I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't do none of that anymore. I gotta stop wasting money on shit like that. My wife wants a new kitchen. Like, I have to think like that. I gotta think. My wife wants new everything, and I can't do that. I can't do both. I can't do. My wife wants this, and no, that's what it is. That's it, baby. This is me. Everything is for you. If you're watching love, I'm gonna give you whatever you want, except that kitchen. But I'll bring you a bottle of wine if you want. I'm going home. Actually, I'm gonna go drop off this engine, then I'm going home. The only reason I'm not taking this engine home is because I want it to be perfect. So I'm gonna spend $25,000 to rebuild it. Okay? I know a new one costs 20 or less, but yes, I'm out of here. Hey guys, I'm out of here. I can't read the comments. I'm out of here. You guys have a great day.